We everywhere, including right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. Y'all know what time it is. It is Tuesday evening. If you're on the East Coast and on the West Coast, it's still Tuesday afternoon, like 5 o'clock sometime. But it's 8 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, right here on the East Coast, where we do it on RETV, Millionaire M.A.N Cave, each and every Tuesday right here. Don't forget, if y'all are actually on Facebook, y'all go ahead and make sure y'all share this with your family, share this with your friends, all that good stuff in between, all your groups that you in, just share it, let people know Millionaire M.A.N Cave is on. But if you're on YouTube, which we recommend everybody kind of, jump over there to YouTube, y'all go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. And then hit the little bell so that way you get alerted each and every time a new show comes on. Matter of fact, I just got alerted and I was actually making sure that I actually myself was trying to send it out my daggone self. So yeah, make sure y'all go ahead and see, I got feedback. My bad. My volume is going on. There we go. I always do this usually before the show, but I didn't get an opportunity to this time. So make sure y'all like it, share, subscribe, all that good stuff in between, and then download the Roku app if I ain't said that part already. What's going on, John?
What's up?
Tuesday. We missed you last week, bro. What's going on with you?
Hey, I was out in I was using my freedom papers last week. You know what I'm saying? Took the family to Mexico on vacation, so we was out Cancun, living our best life, you know what I'm saying? So it was good. It was a lot of fun. So it's good to be here though. I miss you guys for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, as y'all can see, we missing two other fellas on the show right now. Actually, Mike is doing the exact same thing you was actually doing last week. Mike is on vacation, chilling out there with his family. I think they doing it at a beach somewhere. I don't know where, but they somewhere on somebody's beach. I seen some pictures on Facebook.
I saw some pictures too. Yeah,
he was lounging. Yeah, I was like, Mike naked on Facebook. Why is Mike naked on Facebook? Yeah, I need you not to be naked on Facebook, Mike, wherever you are.
He gonna go on Facebook jail.
Yeah, pretty much, because they throw your ass in jail real quick for nothing, and then they do it like 5 years later. I seen a lot of people talk about they had a video. It actually just happened. It's actually happened to RETV. They put a video online maybe like a year or two ago, and then Facebook has recently come back around, talk about your video violates our standards of whatever. And I'm like, that was like two years ago. Why are you just now dinging us on something that happened? Yeah, so I don't know. Mike, put some damn clothes on. And then my man Donnell. Donnell's in the building. Matter of fact, I think Donnell said he'll be on in just a minute. Actually, damn, who is at the door? It's Mr. Reasonable, aka Donnell. What's good with you, Donnell? You got us on mute?
I did.
What's good with you?
Not much, man. Trying to get settled. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yeah, we're gonna get into this show. I just need a 10-10 for 9 rewind.
I got you. Y'all know I can't do the show without the fellas that's on the screen with me. As I said, my man Mike is out the building for today. My man John is in the building. My man Mr. Reasonable, aka Donnell, was in the building as well. You got the whole DMV connection. Is pretty much what you got now. As both of them up in the DMV. But Tuesday, 8 p.m. Did y'all watch Versus last week? Please tell me, y'all.
You know what? I didn't watch it, but I got enough of it from social media. Yeah, that joint, everybody was all in on it. It was crazy. It was funny.
I can't watch them no more. I can't watch them. And I'm glad that whatever it is that I was watching was not that at the time. Because I've heard so many things now, like you, John. I've seen the videos of Ray J holding his baby and trying to sing One Wish that sounded like complete garbage. Or him doing old man.
Or Omari. Don't forget about Omarion with the watermelon.
With the watermelon. Who eats? And then I didn't realize. Did you see? I seen the video. After he ate the watermelon, he handed it to a chick in the audience, and then she started to eat the damn watermelon.
Yeah. I can't. I think they are probably gearing up for like new albums or something like that, a tour or something. Like they trying to, because it was garbage. But I always knew them guys couldn't sing. None of them could sing.
I was about to say, based on what I heard, they need not, because they couldn't sing for shit. No. And I mean, what's his name? Mario blew him out the water.
And apparently they had like 3 or 4 other people who came on there too. With Jeremiah. Yeah,
I heard he sucked. I like his song, Weed. But man, that garbage. I was like, yo, what is going? Like I said, I've just seen clips, bits and pieces on social media.
Yeah. Bobby Valentino was on there too.
Yeah.
I think Bobby Valentino was on it too. Yeah, it was it was they said it was the verses that nobody asked for. And
Pretty much.
That's exactly what it was.
Pretty much. No,
Ain't nobody ever said, I want to see the 4 songs that Mario got go up against the 5 songs that Omarion got.
Well, see, Omarion thought he was slick because he was doing some B2K stuff, from my understanding.
That's crazy.
When he was with B2K back in the day. I don't know. I ain't watch it. I just know that all the stuff on social media has been hilarious to me, and I hope they are not putting out music because that shit was garbage.
What's sad to me though is like realizing that all the artists that we kind of grew up listening to are now old. You know what I'm saying? Like we was old,
man.
We old, but to watch Genuine do the little crazy Genuine dance, whatever the body roll that he tried to do.
Hey, you know what he looked like on that video? And I wish I could find it. But a little kid who says, "Daddy, look at me! Daddy, look at me!" That's what he looked like.
It's sad, yo. I'm like, yo, that man used to dance up a storm. Like everybody was like, oh, Genuine Pony. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a big deal. And now, he looked old. He looked decrepit, for real. Like it was crazy. And then I don't know if you saw the video or the apology from Justin Timberlake.
He did an apology.
So he did it. So he was he was in DC. He was dancing.
Damn, John.
And it was hot garbage. Yeah.
Wait. What happened? You froze up for a second. What happened?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
He was doing the DC, the beat your feet in you know what I'm saying, DC dance, and it was horrible. It was
trying to beat his feet. Was he doing it to go-go? Please say he was at least trying to do it to go-go.
I don't even know. I can't tell what music it was too. All I could focus on was how bad he was and the fact that he had on khakis and he looked like IT support trying to help somebody. And that joint was horrible. And then he had a video that he posted where he was apologizing about how bad it was. And it was crazy. It was funny. But yeah. The artists that we
when it comes down to social media, because ain't nothing on damn TV no more. Ain't nothing. I don't know about y'all, but ain't nothing on daggone TV no more. I'm sitting here literally flipping through channels right now. There ain't no games. Ain't no hockey is over. I do watch a little bit of playoff hockey. I don't know if y'all watch playoff hockey, but when the Nationals went a couple years ago, it actually took, made me start looking at it. Basketball's over with. That sucks. Football is coming back around, but it's gonna be another month and a half before we get in the football season. Ain't nothing on TV. Actually, I should ask Mr. Reasonable, aka Donnell. Donnell, what's on TV, dog? He be hitting me up asking me have I watched stuff on Netflix.
The Shy back on.
Oh,
for real?
Okay, so have you seen it? Did you see the first episode?
I have not watched it yet.
Okay.
But
watch it, let me know what you think. Watch it, let me know what you think.
See, I don't really watch this. I don't watch The Shy.
It's good. I'll say that it's good. But the reason I just said watch it, let me know what you think, because the writing on this, what's this, episode number 2, right, Donna? I think it's episode.
Sunday was the first episode.
Whatever it was, it's garbage. The writing on the writing so far in episode 1, 2, or whatever the hell it is garbage. Like, I don't know if they changed writers, if they changed showrunners or what, but the way it's starting off is I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. The only other thing that I watch is P-Valley. Exactly. John knows P-Valley. You watch P-Valley, John?
Yeah, man. I'm an episode behind now, I think, though. I'm always an episode behind. I'm trying to catch up. Because I don't know when they come out, because I don't watch them on TV. You know what I'm saying?
You watch them. Okay, I get you.
But
I get you, say less. Okay, I understand. I watch a lot of stuff like that too. I watch a lot of stuff.
It take me a little while to get to it.
It may take me a couple of days. Good 48, 72 hours before you actually get opportunity to pick it up and see it. I get you. Hey, but did your wife got an issue with you watching it though? Did she watch it?
She don't know. My wife is she in school and she working and she don't even. I mean, she ain't home. It ain't like she home when I watch it because she's working in school. So like, but I don't even know. First off, I got a problem with watching it sometimes. I'm like, yo, I don't want to see no dude wearing no high heels trying to twerk on the pole.
John. You said you're episode behind, right? You said you ever then skip this episode that just came on. Skip this episode. Hey Donnell, you watch it, right?
No, sir.
No, you don't? Okay. It's good. But yeah, skip this past episode.
I might check it out, but y'all got me worried.
Yeah, I mean, you know, ain't nothing. Look, I put it like this: it ain't nothing to worry about unless you gonna feel some, some feelings about it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
if you can get beyond it.
This last episode, I had to get up and walk out the room for us. I was like, yo, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this shit. Like, because usually it's like a good, all right. So Donnell, without giving the show away or any of that stuff. The reason I asked John, does his wife actually mind if he watch it, is because it's a lot of nudity in it, but a lot of the nudity comes from females because they strippers or whatever. Right. But there is a madam, I guess if you want to call him that, transsexual, transvestite, whatever, cross-dressing dude who runs the strip club. Obviously he's gay. There are other people in this show who is gay, and there are a few scenes in which that gayness happens. But it's only, I can probably count on one hand how many scenes it's been in 2 seasons. But this past episode was probably the longest of it. And that's why I was like, I don't want to see this. I'm getting up and walking out the room. Yeah, it was. It was.
I mean, the reason why I guess is not. It doesn't bother me as much because of the fact that there are gay people in it. Like that doesn't bother me. Obviously, I wouldn't watch the show if it. Yeah. But honestly, like I don't know. I just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same way about. I don't know if you guys watch Euphoria. The show Euphoria.
No,
like that's the one with Zendaya. I was just like, yo, I don't need to see the penis. I don't need to see none of that. Like, I got one, and I don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm just like, sometimes I just don't need to see all of that.
Yeah, so. It's. But Donnie, I will say, if you watch it, understand it's not the best writing.
No, it ain't.
It's not the best writing, but the storyline actually is what intrigues you the most of the show. Between the storyline and the fact that it's strippers, that's probably what intrigued me the most to continue watching the show. Other than that, I'd have been like, I can do without the show. But it's a rack of people who do watch it, so it's a decent show. It's a decent show. But I will say, this last episode, John, just go ahead and skip that one. John. I'm gonna save you your eyesight. And just go ahead and skip that one but you will learn in this one that people aren't who they say they are. People aren't who they say they are, and that's just I don't know. But I got a question. I saw a question. Actually, Donna, did you ever answer my question? What any other shows out there?
No. I don't know if y'all get into like sci-fi, Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, I watched Stranger Things.
My daughter watched that.
Yeah, that junk good. I'm looking forward to the second half of the season coming out.
Gotcha. It come out like
Saul. Better Call Saul is on.
I ain't seen that either.
You know what?
Breaking Bad?
I love Breaking Bad, and I tried watching Better Call Saul. I need to go back to it. I think I got sidetracked with some other stuff and never went back to it.
Gotcha. I ain't never heard of it. Never seen it. Never heard of it.
I think that's about it that I watch. I mean, I heard, what I'm saying, I've seen like people post, they be, asking about stuff that they can binge watch, but I can't remember it off the top. Like I can't think of the name of anything right now.
Because ain't nothing on right now. I mean, absolutely nothing. But I got a question. And John, you actually realize, I don't know if you realize, there's actually a chat on the screen that we can actually use. I keep having to look at my damn phone.
I didn't know that. I knew that.
I'm like, what the hell is y'all over here talking about?
I knew that.
Nah, got a question though. So I saw this on Facebook, and I figured I'd ask y'all just to get y'all's opinion on this particularly. If you can go back to your younger self in high school, what would you tell yourself?
Ooh, man, what would I tell myself, my younger self? You know, I probably peep them to some gang with some female, because I wasn't out there like that when I was younger. Like I was more like the kid who always just kind of hung back, was playing with my video games and toys and stuff like that. Even when I got into high school, I was like video games, books, like I was all in the school. I would have probably been like, look, you don't have to focus on that hard. You'll be all right. Like there's other things you can get involved with. That's probably where I would have gone with it.
All right. Donnell laughed. So Donnell, what would you tell your younger self if you can go tell your younger self something for high school?
A few things. Don't go to that football practice.
Don't go to that football practice.
Don't talk to her.
Yep. That one's on my list. Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, life can't be perfect, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I would want to like undo my mistakes.
Would you?
Would just undo stuff that affect me now. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So you think you did stuff in high school that affect you now?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess everybody got something.
You got that chick pregnant?
That'll do it. That'll do it.
It wasn't that. But nah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, one particular practice, I got a knee injury for life for one practice.
God, dog. That was practice. That wasn't in the game. Practice.
Wasn't in the game, right?
Practice.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about practice? No.
Practice, dog.
Right.
Like, I'm like one of those. Well, I would just say like imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like imagine your fantasy football team, one of your star players get hurt at practice. You like, why? What? You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes game time, you like, why he questionable?
Gotcha. Because gotcha.
Practice.
Anything else you go back and take yourself?
Yeah, invest in Amazon.
That's what I was going to say. Thank you, dog. I was going to say I would, if I had to go back and tell myself anything, whether it was from high school or anywhere between the past 15 years prior to now, I'd have definitely told myself to invest in cryptocurrency. I'd have invested in Amazon, Facebook. Well, I have all this stuff now, but I'd definitely love to have gotten on early on when they was only like dollars, pennies on the dollar, man.
But you know what the interesting thing is about stuff like that, like those whole investment things, is that you literally have to know somebody to be able to get in on those things early, because nobody knows that those things. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody was like, oh, Amazon is going public. Let me buy some stock today. Like nobody was like, I need to go in and get 1,000 shares of Amazon today when it went public that day.
But it's people who literally do it, like So all right, I ain't gonna lie. So when I got married the second time, my wife put me onto investing. Other than that, prior to that, I didn't know nothing about investing. So as she started to put me on the stuff, I started to learn more and more about it and got more and more involved. So I got a couple different portfolios, this, that, and the third. People say buy the dip, or if they believe in the company when they pretty much right, just are going public or just starting out, then people wanted putting their money in like that. And so that way you don't necessarily know that it's going to, he said, not insider trading. Yeah, because technically that is insider trading.
That's what it is.
But if you don't know, like nobody knew per se that Amazon was going to blow up to be what it was. Like you couldn't necessarily predict. Like you probably figured it was going to grow, it was going to be something decent. but you ain't know that the shit was gonna be like Amazon. Like you didn't know. Dude started out of his garage, like no bull, and then
but
now
Ty, even if you didn't know, even at, you know what I'm saying, the best time is, you know, pre-IPO. I mean, you know what I'm saying,
right
before they go public.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the best time to go when they buying up all those shares. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Then once they go public, you know, people buy them, but the people who come out filthy rich, like you don't even really know about the investment.
But the pre-IPOs, you can barely get in on unless you, like John said, you work for the company or you got some type of insider knowledge.
You gotta know somebody.
Yeah, because for instance, I'll mention the company I work for. They just went public last year in November. They offered employees stock options after the fact, but the day that they actually went public, they gave all employees XYZ amount of money in stocks. So it's like we don't know what this company's going to do. Like we hope that it's going to be like how the hell we got? I'm sorry, I'm confused. Confusing me. I'm like, yo, what? Sorry, John. You can't, John. When people be drinking,
I'm sorry.
okay, because now
We're having some computer problems, so it was necessary.
I was like, why is he in two places at one time? Okay, I got you. IPOs and stocks, yeah. So I mean, you just don't know. When you don't know what you don't know, in my opinion, it's risk, it's gambling. But I just hope, in a situation with stocks and IPOs and all that other stuff like that, that you have the opportunity to do some research, unlike regular gambling. Regular gambling, you risking it regardless. But with investing in the stock market, you can kind of do some research to kind of have like an educated guess of what your stuff may possibly do.
Yeah, but I bought Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Netflix sucked now. It's like down 50% or something.
Oh well, damn! Everything's down now. Everything.
Yeah, but no, Netflix is really down. Like, like Netflix all the way. I was like, damn, 50%. Like, I done lost 50% of what I put in the net. That's crazy.
Well, that's Netflix fault because Netflix kind of mess around with everybody in these damn passwords. They know everybody using one damn password that has been spread out to like 10, 15 people on one account, and they trying to stop that. So
they should just let it go for sure.
Just let it go.
I think Netflix is about to fold.
Right.
I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna fold. I think they actually have some decent content. I think they have to be a little bit more cautious about like how much they spending on their own content right now. Because what they did was they just did whatever. They just spent whatever. They let people spend whatever on their movies and whatnot. I mean, look, Dave Chappelle got I don't know how much money for his specials.
It was quite a few mil.
And the same thing for what's the dude name? Adam Sandler. They gave Adam Sandler a rap to do movies on a platform.
Got you.
But his new movie is actually okay. It's called Hustle.
Oh, the basketball joint.
Yeah, it's actually all right. It's okay.
Okay. Got you. I haven't seen it yet. Who the hell? Oh shit, it's Mike. What's going on, Mike?
What's up, fellas?
This guy, he said I gotta show the beach in the background.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do.
You got Virginia Beach? That's Virginia Beach?
Yeah. Yep.
I knew it.
I'm mad you know the beach by just looking at his background.
I wasn't planning on staying out here. I just want to show y'all the scenery.
But I'm mad John knew. Now, how the hell you know that was Virginia Beach? That's my question.
Look, I spent some time on Virginia Beach. I know what Virginia Beach look like.
Yeah, we come out here every year, so I love it.
Oh, that looked like the same spot last year when Stephanie came in and stole the laptop out your hand.
It might have been.
Yeah,
I bet you it was. I bet
that
you
was
it
when
was.
she made her special appearance. She actually reached across and stole. She took something out your hand and then went on back.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So what's going on with y'all?
And hey, so the question, the question, we was getting ready to go into a commercial, but right quick.
Okay.
So the question was, if you can go back to your younger self in high school, what would you tell yourself?
Okay. We answering after the commercial?
No, you got John and Donnie already answered. I want to know what.
Oh, okay. So
Matter of fact, yes, Mike, you were right. We're gonna answer that after the commercial.
Welcome to What's Going On? My name is Demeter Joe. Each Wednesday, you can find me here at 3 p.m. I'll be over here discussing different things that are going on and try to bring you a boost of positivity for your week because we all need this. We're going to share some feel-good stories. We might find a hometown hero. We may take a look at some trending topic. And sometimes we might even find a lesson in a not-so-warm and fuzzy story if we can. I'm Demeter Joe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode right here on What's Going On?
What up? We back again. Millionaire M.A.N Cave is back on the air, relationship, entertainment, television. Yo, so the question was, right before we went, was if you can go back to your high school younger self, what would you have told, what would you tell yourself? And Mike just joined in. He's joining us from vacation in Virginia Beach. Nice RETV shirt he got on. But what would you tell your younger self, Mike?
High school self, I would the only thing I would probably say is be you. You know, like don't worry about trying to be like all these other people that you see. You know, be you. Be comfortable being you. That would be my number one thing. The broads will come, everything else will come. Just be you.
Uh-oh. I'm waiting on Donnell. Donnell sat up and looked in. He was already laughing. Donnell, I'm waiting for Donnell to say something. No?
I ain't got nothing to say.
Nah, because he sat up. And like I thought he was about to say something. So, okay. You watching Donnell's facial expressions. They be hilarious. So be you. That's a good one. I'm gonna still have to agree with Donnell. I'm gonna have to agree with Donnell over there with the, don't do that one. Don't do that one. Leave her alone. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what say you?
Me personally, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I definitely leave her alone. Yeah, that's definitely
Okay.
that's definitely one. You can spend your time better doing something else completely. Don't quit. That's the big one. Don't quit. There's a couple things I wish I had finished. And just don't. What'd you say?
I said it's some stuff that I'd be like, I would told myself in college too.
Yep. That's for sure.
Okay.
Don't drink all that liquor.
So that's it. So is that a different list then? Is that a different list what you would have told yourself in high school versus what you would have told yourself in college?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it gotta be right. Like, I didn't start drinking until college.
Wait,
So-
Paul, time out. Did you do a whole damn wardrobe change on?
No, man, I got the same shirt on. I ain't
Okay,
changed.
look, you had a wardrobe.
No, I got the same shirt on.
Oh, Taraji P. Henson.
Right.
Like, yeah,
No, I got the same shirt on. I got the same.
damn clothes and everything. My
Same
bad,
clothes,
John.
same
Go ahead. My bad. What would you say?
No, I was just saying, like, yeah, I didn't start drinking until college. So for me, it would have been like, yo, you need to slow down. because I drank a lot when I was in undergrad, to the point, and it was mostly beer, like to the point where I couldn't stand the smell of beer. I was just like, I mean, I ain't do nothing that I regret in terms of when I was drinking, at least not anything that I remember, not anything I remember. But you know, my list would be definitely different because I had a girlfriend all the way through college, pretty much.
Wow.
I would have not done that.
Okay.
I would.
Okay.
See, that's the thing. See, like Donnell mentioned earlier, I don't know if I would have changed anything. I would have went back enough to change anything. Would I have told myself some things? Yeah. But I don't think I would have necessarily changed some stuff other than, like I said, don't quit. Because, you know, there are things that I didn't finish. So I wish I would have finished school for that matter. You know, at that time, fuck it down. I'm not going back. My bad. I'm not going back now. But, you know, like I would have just told myself don't quit. Other than that, I wouldn't change. Some stuff I just wouldn't change.
Yeah. And so I feel the same way, Ty. I feel like I am who I am because of my experiences, you know, and I can think of very few. I could probably count on less than one hand things that I regret doing. No, it's probably about 5 things that I regret doing and wish I had not done. You know, but everything else just kind of shaped me and molded me and made me who I am.
Yeah, I mean that's how I feel. I mean, I don't know. What, Donnell? Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Don.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't got nothing to say. I said my piece.
Okay.
So yours stretch from high school all the way through college.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I stick to my guns. I ain't drinking all that liquor. I think the ones, I ain't saying I ain't drinking, but I can probably honestly say like the mornings that I woke up and said I'm never drinking again. Like though,
that was after school for me. By the time I was drinking that heavy, it was after school for me. So I really wasn't. If I say if that's the case, yeah, there will be some nights that I will be like, yeah, just you ain't supposed to mix brown and whites. You shouldn't drink that damn much. What she said, look like Mr. Reason wants to say, y'all speak for yourselves.
I mean, it's been like, matter of fact, I just had a thought the other day, because you know what I'm saying, like even after college, we used to hang out every Friday, and it was some Fridays or some Saturday mornings rather. I don't even remember how I got home.
Wow. See, I definitely don't remember, like, I don't remember having times like that. And that was, but I will say this, I definitely was running with a crazy crowd of people because we had this, I don't know if I'm sure y'all heard like Mad Dog, Boom Funk, you know what I'm saying? Like, we called them bum wines. And we had this joint in Connecticut called Night Train. And Night Train,
that green bottle.
Whew. Night Train, like people would dare you to drink a bottle of Night Train, like a fifth of Night Train, right? And so you drink that joint, and then those are the nights that you didn't remember what you did. So I was like, okay, that's that right there. Not doing that again.
All them bottom shelf wines, the Cisco, the Mad Dog, Night Train.
Dog. That's below that's under the damn. them ain't bottom shelf. Them gas station liquors right there.
That's right.
Yeah, let me ask y'all this.
At the Sitco.
Let me ask y'all this. The things that y'all wouldn't take back. How would you feel if y'all kids was in, you know what I'm saying, doing the same thing y'all was doing when they was in college right now?
You know what?
So
I wouldn't. It wouldn't bother me actually. Because I do think that, like Mike said, the things that I went through, they made me who I am. So I expect my kids. I expect my boys to have similar experiences. Yes. Like doing stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't, then I'm telling them they doing college wrong. Like,
right. I mean, because you got to
John. Explain how do you do college?
I mean, you gotta have a good mix of having fun, but also understanding that there's things to be done, right? And so,
Yeah.
was I a straight A student? Nope. Did I barely pass some classes? Absolutely. But but that was because I made sure that I had a mixture of fun times, for sure, and I got my work done. And it took me a little while to get to that place. Like, it wasn't, freshman year was more fun times than getting work done. But as I got a little older, I got a little bit more wiser, so.
But I think it's expected, though. Honestly, Donnell, I really think it's expected. Like, when you go to me, regardless. So when my kids, I got two in college now, and 2 more getting ready to go to college next year. Not this coming fall, but next year, 2023.
Sheesh.
And shut up, John. Shut up, John. And I expect them. I know each and one of their personalities. I know all 4 of their personalities, so I know who's going to do what, and who's not going to do what. And I really expect the youngest 3 to really go out there and really enjoy themselves when they go to a school. And that's part of the reason why I want them to go to HBCU, because I want them to enjoy themselves and be able to have experiences that they look back on and say, you know what, I wish I wouldn't have done that.
All right, did you drive drunk in college? Yes or no?
Say what now?
Did you drive drunk in college? Yes or no?
I plead the fifth. I drive drunk after college. No, yeah, I did.
Mike, John?
High school, college, and after. Yeah.
Okay. Is it different?
No, I did not. I did not drive.
I did not drive drunk in college. Is it a different experience? Maybe. Or is it different for your kids? And I'm assuming y'all didn't get caught, but what if they had got caught? Do you still expect it, or there's no talk to be had, or whatever the case may be?
No, there's definitely a talk.
Definitely a talk.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, definitely a talk to be had.
But why?
Yeah. Even if it's something exactly the same as I've done, there's still a talk, because they when you're going through it, I don't think that you realize all of the ramifications.
Right.
Okay.
So there's the talk. The talk is, that
so
you've
you
done
have to talk beforehand.
You have to talk both before and after. I mean, because it's a growth period. I don't expect my 2 17-year-olds right now, who's seniors in high school, to be the same that they'll be freshman year in college. There's a growth to be had. So yeah, I'm expecting them to make some stupid mistakes, even if they know better. I'm still expecting them to make stupid mistakes. That way, that talk I have afterwards is, yo, you knew better. Why would you do this? So next time, don't do this same thing, or be smart enough that you don't get caught.
And I can add personally, I did it. I got caught, most likely, because I did it. I got caught. And these are the things that I still have to deal with today as a 40-something-year-old that started and was caused by something stupid I did when I was 18.
Right. Yeah, I think that's an important piece to mention, Mike, for sure. Like, they need to understand that what they do now in their young age has ramifications in the future. We talked about earlier, right? Like, and so then putting them in the mindset of, yo, I'm not saying that you can't go and have fun. I'm not saying that you can't, enjoy yourself, but understand that there are things out there that you can do to keep yourself safe, to keep yourself from, putting yourself in a situation where you're going to get in trouble, where you're going to drive drunk, whatever. They got more things now than what we had when we was growing up, right? Wasn't no apps, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no, like, you couldn't call no Uber, no Lyft, none of that when we was growing up, right? That just was not a thing. So the fact that they can do that and get a ride, and if they need somebody to pick them up, like, yo, if you don't have no money on your Uber or your Lyft or whatever, like, call me.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, Donnell. So what I literally do now with my daughter specifically is, whenever she leave the house, the last thing I say to her is, be responsible. I'm expecting her to go out there and have fun, and probably do some things that I probably don't approve of. But at the end of the day, I need you to be responsible. Because if you're responsible, then all right, I'm only going to take this but so far, so that I don't do nothing stupid to get myself in trouble.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That don't mean they ain't going to, but you know, if you at least put that in the back of your head, I gotta be responsible to, you know, to a certain degree.
Be responsible, or you're gonna have to take responsibility for something.
Right.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
I wonder if that's the same talk that their parents had with.
You know what? But my mother never had those talk with me.
Nope.
I never had none of that. So
nope.
I did.
You did. You said you did, man.
Yeah, but I didn't listen to anything.
I ain't had them talks though. Ain't nobody had no talks with me.
Nobody had talks with me.
I was that fool, and I'll use the word fool. I was that fool that had to experience stuff for myself. For instance, my brother, not to put his business out there, but his first job, he got fired for stealing from the job. I got hired at the same job about 3 years later and did the exact same thing. And got fired for the exact same thing.
It was in your DNA.
Y'all Robinsons.
hey, don't do that. Because I'm a Robinson too. Don't.
How many jobs you get fired from?
So I hard head, you know, I had to learn by experience myself. You know, everything I had to learn by experience.
Got you. Yeah, I don't know. That's.
I used to do stupid stuff like, well, I'm sure I'll speak for myself. I won't put nobody else's business out there, but you know what I'm saying? Like driving down 210 was like that was the speed limit back then.
210. Yeah.
Yo, no, I'm with you on that. Yo, you know how many times, what's that? Damn, I can't remember the name of the little parkway now in Maryland, like going into Maryland from leaving DC coming into PG.
The BW parkway?
Nah. It's the I can't remember the name of it now, but yo, I definitely remember.
He probably talking about Suitland Parkway.
Suitland Park, yes, that's the one. Suitland Park.
Yeah.
You know, yo, I have driven down Suitland Parkway on more than one occasion, barely awake. Like after having been in the clubs in DC, like I don't even know why I'm on Suitland Parkway right now. I could have gone any other way to get home, except Suitland Parkway.
That's what I said. Is that a separate conversation of what you have in high school versus what you have in college? Because even after college, like I said, when you asked about driving drunk, that sounds like, yeah, did it then. So it was like, you know, what I tell myself, I had to tell myself, Ninja, don't do it again.
Right.
As an adult. So yeah, that's
Shawty.
Nicole depends on the time of day.
That's right, Nicole. Are you talking about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning? Ain't nobody out there.
But
Donnell talking about. That's right. Me and hopefully no deer. That's what I'm
right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like you if you really think about like the stupid stuff you did, man, like
oh my God.
You could have God has your back. Or you just got an angel.
For sure. I agree with that 110%, dog. I totaled the car. And I literally, like, the car was unrecognizable. So I knew at that point in time, I know it's a God out there. And I know daggone, and I walked out the car like ain't nothing touched me. So like you said, and that was based off of doing something stupid. That's how I totaled the car, doing something stupid. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Hey, Donnell, word to the wise. You got it.
Yeah, I got words to the wise, man. I got words to the wise. Ladies. So, you know,
I'll be down.
You know, it's funny how, you know, when I'm on lunch break, you know, you got those women who are not on lunch break, just seem to not have a job or whatever the case may be. I won't single nobody out, but let me tell you something. Word to the wise. Yoga pants is not an outfit. You hear me? I think I understand, like, they might be a little bit comfortable, but yoga pants is not an outfit. You know, tights maybe, but not yoga pants, man.
Wait, can you tell the difference between yoga pants and tights? I mean, I know women can, but can you tell the difference between yoga pants and tights?
The bottom, I think, around their calves is looser on yoga pants, I think.
Well, and these days the yoga pants, don't they have like the little stripe down the side of them, like the little mesh in between them or something like that?
See,
Oh,
I have no clue. You asking the wrong one. Wait,
I
So,
don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
That's the
I'm
difference
asking.
between. I guess that's the difference between brown and black people and pink people.
depending on who you talk to, right? Like,
You're stupid. No, I mean, because I Donnell, you got any examples of why yoga pants should not be outfits?
Yeah.
Give us an example, Donnell, Mr. Reasonable. Just go ahead and call them out. Call them out. They ain't watching. They ain't watching.
That's the problem. They not washing.
They ain't watching. They'll see it on TikTok.
So I'm gonna tell you something, man. Yoga, that's what they do. They work out in yoga pants. If you just walking, happy go lucky down the street with them jumps on, like you not fresh 9 times out of 10.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Now, what about all the ones that's not working out in them? They just wearing them because it's stylish.
Because it is. I see a rack of women wearing them.
is it stylish?
They won't be plain. They won't be plain. They gonna have some swag to them. Y'all good. Y'all good.
Okay.
Who you about to say, John?
I said, is it stylish? Is it? I mean,
I like it.
Right.
I mean, liking them and style is two different things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Have yoga pants taken the place of
Biker shorts.
Sundresses. Because
That's a
women.
wow. I haven't seen as many sundresses. You're right.
Right. Have they taken the place of sundresses?
That
You
may
don't
be.
see that many women with sundress. I want to say sundress season because we know what sundress season is. But no, I haven't seen that many women with sundresses on like that no more. It's been a rack of women with yoga pants.
Yo, you know what be getting me though is like, and maybe this is just because I work in a school when the kids they have uniforms normally when they have dress down. I'm like, yo, why are so many people wearing these cut off shorts with the pockets hang down below the
Women,
like, yeah, I'm like, yo, what is going on? Is it just like a young kid thing, or is that y'all saying that? With
I haven't seen a grown woman with them on.
Okay, this because I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like,
I see a rack of teenagers walking around with damn hoodies on in 95
degree weather. Yes,
95 degree weather with hoodies on.
Yes.
Like, you ain't never seen that? Seriously?
Yes. My sons.
Yes.
I don't get it. I'm not sure why they enjoy doing that. Like, I'm like, y'all not sweating? Y'all ain't hot at all?
They stay cold. Both of them.
Stay cold.
So it's 90 degrees outside. No, I take that back. My oldest, he stays cold. My other one, he'll wear shorts and short sleeve shirts. So, but at the same time, we could walk out in not 90, but 80 something degrees, and he might still have on a jacket or a hoodie. But my oldest, 90 degrees, he'll wear a hoodie and no problem.
And walk around like it don't affect him.
I saw a kid in Cancun sitting at the table with his parents with his hoodie on and his headphones in, and he on his phone. I'm like, yo, that shouldn't even be allowed.
I ain't trying to be funny, yo, but like, you seen a slave that got like no shirt on, burnt to death. You know what I'm saying? Burnt to death. And you got kids these days in 2022 wearing sweats, like a whole sweatsuit in the summertime. Like, it's just
mind-boggling. Right? It's mind-boggling. I don't get it. I mean, but what I do see, John, I see, or Mike, I think he was saying your sons, is that when my daughter, she'll wear, and my sons too, he actually wears a hoodie with shorts on.
Okay.
So it's like, are you hot or are you cold? Because you got on shorts, but then you got on this hot ass sweatshirt.
See, I've done
that.
I've done the sweatshirt with the shorts, but it's usually 70 degree weather.
Nicole said she used to wear shorts and slides in 0-degree weather in college. That's because your ass is from Wisconsin.
Right.
My blood is thicker than my blood was thicker than. You from Wisconsin and you moved down south. Yeah, your blood is completely changed.
Hanging out with them white people.
Now, let's be politically correct.
Caucasians?
I thought he was about to say
so do y'all understand? All right, so now that we on that, do y'all understand, like, I'll just say like a job application now where it says, you know, define your race, and some people would say black, but then it says Hispanic,
not black.
Not black. Yeah.
So yes. So let me give you my understanding of it, because I work in a place that we have to do this. We have it labeled that way. So it's race versus ethnicity, right? So race is whatever you define yourself as, but ethnicity is broken down to now either Hispanic or not Hispanic. That's basically what it boils down to in terms of ethnicity.
Wow. Hispanic or not Hispanic? I'm confused.
It's Hispanic or not. So you can, because you can be a black Hispanic person. You can be Taino. You can be Dominican. You can be, you know, like there's different groupings who are also mixed with black people who speak Spanish. So they will be black Hispanic people, right? Same thing with white people. So you get from Spain, right? So you can get white people from Spain who speak Spanish. You can get them from Cuba. You can get them from Puerto Rico. You can get them from Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? And so there, you have to make that distinction because people want to be able to put themselves in that category of being a white. And this is, you know, they want to be a white Hispanic, versus being a black Hispanic. And
why not check the boxes that apply?
I mean, that's what it originally was. Then you get all these lists of things that people checked off. Like imagine, so think about it like this. If you think about a place like Trinidad or a place like the Bahamas, they have Indian people who live in those areas, right? What do they check off? They not Asian. They're not Asian American, right?
Other.
Yeah, that's all that's left.
Bahamian and Indian.
Like, so I mean, but so it's they're trying to give people more options, right? Like, and that's what we are in this country right now. I mean, but it's the same. It's the worst. But it's the same thing with gender. It's the same thing with gender, right?
Gender, because now they got now. Him, her, them, they.
Don't forget about Zim. There's something. Is Zim him? Is Zim?
Is it real? All I know is him, her, them, they.
I have heard that there are some additional pronouns. Yes, yeah, additional pronouns. I don't know them all, but
we had a communication from the YMCA. The theater group that my daughter's in, and the person who wrote the communication at the bottom, when she signed her name, in parentheses beside it, she put she, her.
She put her why is that necessary?
She put her pronouns beside.
Why is it necessary? I seen it on LinkedIn.
What does she, her mean?
That's what she identifies with.
She identifies as a female.
She identifies as female. She or her,
him or they or it or
there are people who will only identify by them or they.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who will only identify by other stuff.
Right. Yeah. So Ty, that people will tell you that it is because of your privilege of being a heterosexual cisgender male that you don't feel the need to use your pronouns. That's what they'll tell you. That's what they'll tell you.
It's because I was never mind.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what people will tell you. But the reality of it is that not everybody even conforms to those pronouns.
I don't care enough. I don't care.
Donnell
Right,
is like
exactly.
out of it.
Care. Like,
So I think for me, you know what I'm saying, your sexuality is your sexuality.
and that's your business.
And that's your
Right.
business. What makes you happy, it makes you happy.
See,
But in terms of like, you know, I gotta now, you know, you know what I'm saying, like call you out, you know what I'm saying? Because I think matter of fact, it was like This Is Us. Like the girl, you know, the daughter was getting mad because they weren't using the pronoun correctly. And I was
yeah.
like, look, man, like I ain't grow up that way. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's so long as I accept you for who you are, I'm not disrespecting you, calling you out your name or nothing like that. Then what damn difference does it make if I say he, she, it, when, where, there?
But
I'm
are
like,
you
yo,
respecting them for who they are
There
if
you
you
go.
don't
Yes.
call them
there you
by
go,
the
John. There
if you
go,
don't
John.
call them by the pronouns that they would like, are you
How do you?
accepting them for
How
who
is
they
that not respected? That I'm not bashing you. I'm accepting you for whatever choices you decide to make. I'm not looking down at you. I'm not looking at you any different than I looked at you before I knew you was whatever you identify your ass as.
So let me ask you this, Ty. If you were friends with Caitlyn Jenner, you know, we'll just put that out there. Yeah.
What about it? If I was what now?
Are you only going to say he or him?
I'm gonna say Bruce.
If you identify as Caitlyn, I'm identify you as Caitlyn. I'm like, oh, this is Caitlyn. Okay, this. If she says that she is now a she,
Right.
it used to be a he, it wasn't identified as,
Well,
introduced
see,
me as
there you go.
him.
There you
That's
go.
the respect. That's the
So
respect.
So you want it. You got
Okay,
it.
no, but that's in the situation. If I go, he over there or she over there, then I can understand. But I'm not gonna go out my way to be like, yo, he, she, it, they, or Donnell, he, Mike, him, John, you know, whatever. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna be like Mike, Donnell, John. I'm not about to sit here and be like Donnell, him, Mike, him. No.
So this high school generation now is very much into their separate identities. And I have had to learn that I cannot use he or she when I am addressing their friends, or not even their friends, but when I'm talking about their friends. I won't say, well, did he? I'll have to use their name. I'll be like, you know, did so-and-so? Or I'll use they.
So right, okay, so we go on a commercial in like 2.5 seconds. We got to get into a whole different conversation. This ain't tonight. It could be, but so you telling me if I'm just trying to understand. I know Donnell like don't do it. Yeah. So if you telling me my daughter, and I'm making random stuff up. I don't know.
Right.
I don't want to use nobody else's situation. So if my daughter has a friend that comes over who identifies as they, not she or him, but they, and I choose not to acknowledge that person by their name, I have to go they instead of why when I can just say, you know, that
Is that even
You're
is that
respecting
even
their
proper
identity.
It's not grammatically correct. No,
Yeah,
it's not.
It's not.
Good question. It's not.
It's not. It's not. But those
It's
who
like him
use
downstairs. Him downstairs.
those
Y'all stupid.
those who
So
use
Bernie
they
Mac was on
are-
to something.
He was, right.
He was. But I was saying those who use they are trying not to be captured into a gender.
Yeah.
But this is my thing, Mike. If you explain that to me and I understand that and I accept that, you know, whatever, then who gives a damn? Like I understand who you are and I accept you for who you are. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you. I'm not intentionally.
Wait a minute. Why did John change? Why you change your name, dude? Wait a minute.
Yeah, that took y'all way longer than I expected.
I didn't even
don't want
see
no
it until he said
confusion.
it.
He don't want no confusion. Be like, yo, I want y'all to know that I am me and him. I am nothing else.
I like that, John.
But if I accept you for who you are, I understand. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Right.
Being disrespectful, in my opinion, is knowing that you prefer to be a female, but yet I still call you a male.
Okay.
That to me is being disrespectful because then I'm not respecting.
Is it though?
It is.
To me, I think it is because if you if you don't want to respect me as for who I am,
I think it's
then-
disrespectful for you to portray yourself as a woman. And
But if that's what they feel comfortable,
you
I
going
get
after
you.
men.
I get you 110%. But if that's what they feel comfortable with, then do you? I ain't got no heaven to hell to put you in. I can't.
You're right.
So all right. So playing devil's advocate, Ty, is it so? All right. So are you saying it's not disrespectful for, because like I said, some of these men can be women and look just like women.
Mm-hmm.
why you laughing? That's not disrespectful.
By
Say
what?
it again?
By what? What's not disrespectful?
So let's just say, hypothetically, a man that looks like a woman, approaches you, and she looks just like a woman, and you may be attracted. Let's just say you attracted to her.
Mm-hmm.
And some things happen, but you didn't know that she was a man. Like, you don't find it to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Hands and feet.
Check the neck.
Hairy knuckles.
Exactly.
Hairy knuckles.
Exactly. To me, yes, that's disrespectful because you
That's
did
disrespectful.
Not, you
Yes,
did not
because
tell
you
me.
told.
You did not tell me and give me the opportunity to accept you as to who you are. If you did something sneaky, underhanded like that, then yeah, that's disrespectful. So again, if you identify as a man or a woman or whatever it is that you identify, and you tell me that, and I understand and I respect you by acknowledging you as such, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go out my way and be like, yo, them, they, him, her. No, ninja. If your name is Quentin, you tell me your name is Quentin, I'm gonna call you Quentin. If your name is Dakeisha or Shirley, then I'm gonna call you by what you tell me to call you. But I'm not about to go on my way and be like, oh, him over there, she or they or it. No, you are whatever you tell me to call you by your name. That's what you are to me.
Yeah.
Personal opinion.
So it's hard. It is. It's difficult. It coming from where we come from, the age that we've come from. It is difficult accepting it. I will say that it was difficult for me at first. Yeah. But as the years went on, and my children, my sons, more specifically, were friends with all types of people,
right? And
these all types of people were in their lives. I had to accept that I needed to accept their identities, because we all know how kids are. Kids are fierce about whatever it is they're into. And right now, it's the identity, identifying what they are, and so I applaud it. I try to do my best to adhere to it. Now, years later, some 3 years later, but yeah, it's where we are now. That's where our kids are, and that's where the generation who's getting ready to be adults, that's where they are.
Man, give me your name, and that's who the hell I'm gonna call you. You tell me to call you Shirley, I'm gonna call you Shirley. You tell me to call you Quentin, I'm gonna call you the Quentin. Whatever you tell me to call you as your name, I'm not going him, her, it, they, them.
Call them delicious.
We're gonna have.
Another man delicious.
We're gonna have to get rid of though, right? Is
what?
The Mr. and Mrs. That's gonna have to go eventually.
Oh man. And on that note, John, we go into commercial.
Hey, it's your girl, Tia Robertson. I'm the host of Entrepreneur Insider. Right here on RETV. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern for entrepreneurs and news that you need to know about. See you there.
We are everywhere, including right here on Relationship Entertainment Television, better known as RETV. We appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every Tuesday right here on RETV. Make sure if y'all have not already done so, make sure y'all go ahead to subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. Type in Relationship Entertainment Television, hit the subscribe button, hit the little alert button. That way, you know, each and every time a new show comes on Relationship Entertainment Television. And in addition to the fact of, you can download RETV on your Roku. If you got a Roku app, Roku TV, one of them things, type in RETV on the channel search. Go ahead and hit add channel. Then go ahead and rate it so that way you let us know what you think about RETV as you watch it. And then go from there. Just watch it. And then, matter of fact, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, all the other good stuff, send it in info@re-tv.net. Info@re-tv.net. As a matter of fact, what you can also to send to info@re-tv.net is your question, because it is time for question of the week. If y'all got questions that you actually want to send in, if y'all got questions you actually want to send them in to info@re-tv.net. info@re-tv.net to get your questions and your face and your video and your picture right here on Millionaire M.A.N Cave, because it's that time of the show. The question that comes in tonight, fellas.
Yeah.
Somebody says they need some advice. For the last 3 years, I've really been feeling unhappy at my job. So this one has nothing to do with relationships, it looks like. I find myself really depressed, frustrated, stressed out, and always on edge. I go to work and come back home and take it out on my wife and son, and they don't deserve that. I'm really fed up to no end. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for my job, but I'm just not happy, and it's time to move on. Been there for 10 years, and I'm over it. My question to y'all is, after all that, do you think it will be a good move to just quit my job, take out my 401k, and go pursue my dreams of getting my CDL and starting my own trucking and hot shot business? What's a hot shot business?
It's a hot shot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what a hot shot business is.
I'll be 30 next week, and I just don't want to spend the next 30 plus years, God spare my life, of my miserable life at this same job. What do y'all think I should do, fellas?
So he think he's gonna be happier driving trucks?
Apparently, his lifelong goal and his dream is to buy a truck and then own his fleet of trucks, I guess.
Own his fleet of trucks.
Yeah,
Well,
he wants to
I'll
get
go
his
first.
CDL and start truck driving.
I'll go first because I'm about to dip. So my thing is, if that's your lifelong dream and you've got a plan for it, you know, go for it. I mean, you know, that's if you have a plan for it. That's my thing. Don't just whimsically go out after it, quit the job, and then you have no plan, and it ends up taking you 5 years to develop it. And then, you know, I don't know if your 401k is going to last that long. And 1, 2, do you really want to use all of your 401k transitioning? You know, so that's kind of where I am. Have the plan first, make sure it's a viable plan, and then, you know, go on and dip.
Got you. Okay.
And I'm about to dip with that.
All right, Mike, enjoy your vacation.
I'll leave you with this, Mike. He does.
Y'all fellas be good, man.
All right, man.
Peace.
All right, Mike. All right, Donnell, John, what say y'all? My man says he's tired of his job. He come home taking his frustration out on his wife and his son. You know, he want to know, do you think it's wise for him to go ahead and take his 401k, get his CDL, get his truckers, and a hot shot? I still want to know what the hell is a hot shot.
It's a
Google that while y'all at. Go ahead.
It's a trailer.
Okay.
Oh, is that what that is?
Okay. Hot shot business. Okay, got you. What say y'all?
I say do it, man. I think a lot of us meaning me. I don't know if that was one of the pronouns.
Hey, you see my pronouns on there? You see mine? See my new pronouns?
But I think a lot of people, man.
You changed it to me and mine now. Hey, I'm not.
But I think a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, we get, you know, it's like, especially when we get frustrated at work, you know what I'm saying, we like, you know, I don't want to do this for X amount of years and end up doing it to you know what I'm saying, retire, or just don't know when to get out. And if you have a dream, you know, you don't really go through with it because, you know, you have the, you know, that, you know, devil on your shoulder saying, you know, don't do it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people listen. You know, I feel like if he has, you know, 10 years is a good amount of time. You know, if he has some money, you know, in his 401k, and he, you know, if he wants to like get his CDLs, like it could be lucrative. You know what I mean? You know, some people won't even start a t-shirt company. T-shirt companies can be lucrative too.
Yeah.
You know, I think if he was making like I'll just say a 6-figure salary going into trucking, if it takes all of his 6 figures to support his family, then, you know, I might be like, you know, you might want to think about that a little more. But, you know, if not, you know, go ahead, jump out there. You know, whatever industry he's in, it's not like, I'm pretty sure, I mean, he's been in it for 10 years. So he's down there a senior. It's not like he probably couldn't go back to it if he had to.
Right. Yeah. Worst case scenario. Yeah. John, me and my.
So what I'll say is, I mean, I've never stayed at a job for more than 6 years at this point. Like, I've switched jobs whenever I felt like a place wasn't a place where I could grow.
John is a job hoe.
I am a job hoe. Then, and you know what? Sometimes you got to move up. You got to move out to move up. You know what I'm saying? So, I would say if you don't like the industry you're in, which it sounds like he doesn't like the industry he's in, then yeah, it's time to make a change, right? And if that's the case, like Mike said, I would say set out a plan. You know what I'm saying? Have a plan set out of how long you're gonna give yourself to make it work. Make sure that you understand your finances with your family before you step out on this, because pulling money out of your 401k is good short term, but you gotta pay a penalty on that when tax time come around. I know that for a fact.
But see,
so you're gonna owe the man. You know what I'm saying? Let's just leave it at that right now. You're gonna owe the man, right? So I'm not saying you don't do it. I'm saying you just got to understand what the immediate effects of that are, right? And so understand how that affects your family, and then be prepared to accept all of that in order to live what is your dream, right? And so you step out on your dream. I'm not saying I am by no way am I trying to squash anybody's dream. I'm not trying to squash anybody's dream.
But doesn't it sound that way though?
No, I'm just saying you have to plan. You have to have a plan set out for yourself, because anybody, okay.
All right,
you know what I really want to be?
If you saw a
Donnell, you know what I really want to be, Donnell? You know what I really want to be? I want to be a singer.
Okay.
Okay, Ruben Studdard.
Now, I ain't got no damn plan to be no singer. I ain't took not one voice lesson. I ain't singing nobody nothing. Don't nobody know if I can actually do it. But I'm going to quit my job to go be a singer. I'm going to take all the money that I got saved up. I'm going to go be a singer. And then if I ain't got no plan, if things don't work in a year, what I'm going to do?
But see, that's okay. This is just me, right? Like,
I don't actually want to be a singer.
You take your Amari Hardwick type people. You know what I'm saying? You got people who are dead broke, move out to LA. They live in their cars till they make it, and they make it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not everybody makes it though.
I get that, but you still have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you won't know if you're going to make it unless you try.
But I promise you, Donnell, they all have a timeline that they set for themselves. Now,
we don't know that.
I promise you, every story I've ever heard of somebody who has been successful,
I think the timeline would be based on how quickly they run out of money.
No. Money should not be the deciding factor. Like, and that's why I did not say money is a deciding factor. I say you give yourself a timeline to make it happen. You have to, because if you don't, just like any other thing that you do in your life, you need to put a timeline on it. Because if you don't put a timeline on it, then you're not manifesting a destiny for it. Like, you just saying, eventually I'm going to do this.
But what if, John, that timeline runs out and you are on the cusp or on the edge of actually doing something, and you may or may just not know it?
If it's meant to be, it'll happen in that time.
Okay.
But that's now you're going off faith. Like that's not really.
That's the whole thing. That is exactly what he is doing. He's leaping out. He's jumping out on faith.
But what's wrong with that?
Nothing. I didn't say anything was wrong with jumping out on faith. I'm just saying that.
But what I'm saying is, But what I'm saying is, you're like, you got to have this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that. You know, it might sound encouraging to you, but it might not sound like that to him. You know what I mean? Like,
so let me ask you,
like you're throwing all these barriers up that, you know what I'm saying, to tell me, you know, there's a possibility that I might not make it.
So let me ask you this.
So let me go back to my miserable job.
Let me ask you this then, Donnell. If I am a professional football player, or let's just say professional football player, right? Your aspirations, let's say, you know, you a couple years behind me, whatever. Your aspirations is to be a professional football player. And I just say, yeah, Donnell, go ahead and quit your job and be a professional football player. But I don't tell you what it takes in order to be a professional football player. Wouldn't you be mad at me and go, yo, dude, you ain't tell me it took all this? I could have stayed my ass over here where I was good. Wouldn't you want to know ahead of time to be like, yo, this is, you know, you might want to plan first in order to become, you know, football player. You might want to just go get in shape first. Just make sure. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying go get in shape first before you jump on.
It's going to take you this long to get your CDL, right? So however long that is, you should probably do that before you quit your job. You can do that. You can get your CDL and work.
Nobody's saying don't stop what you're doing. Don't stop your dreams. I'm definitely believing you. If you a dream, you know, chase your dreams.
Chase your dreams. But
do it with intent or purpose behind it. Like, understand? Oh, you reading the comment?
I was reading the comment.
It always takes longer than anyone expects, but the win eliminates the exactly black. But that's black. What's going on, black? No, so I'm not saying, and I don't think John is saying, you know, don't jump out there.
Yeah,
but just jump out there with a plan, or jump out there.
Okay. Are we talking about our black?
Yeah, that's black. That's black. Yeah, black.
So
black.
I wish, and honestly, like I wish he could like you know, jump in, because my understanding, he went from being a principal to a business owner. And, you know, I'm not saying that he didn't have a plan, because I don't know, but you know what I mean? Like, eventually he got to the point where he was like, I'm about to go do this.
If someone can talk you out of it, you don't want it. That's true too. Somebody can talk you out of it, you don't want it.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So right. And I'm not gonna tell that man's story for him, but you are right. There was a line of situations that happened for him to be able to get to where he is now. You know, now he's his own business. He owns several businesses. His main franchise is Oxy Fresh Carpet Cleaning. But he has a whole My World Enterprises that fits up under. So he has several other businesses to go along with it. But before he made that jump from being a principal to going into, you know, fully his own business, there were things that happened, I think, that put him in that situation, that he was able to. It wasn't like he just decided I'm just going to jump all of a sudden without, you know, there was some things that happened in order to make that come. But I'll let him tell his own situation, his own story, if he want to jump on. But yeah, I mean that's this. I don't think what we're saying is don't jump. We just saying jump after you done thought about it. You know, if you want to get your CDL, bro, cool, get your CDL. Start your trucking business, but you know, make sure you got enough money to buy a truck first. You know, your ass quit because you tired of your job. I tell my family, my kids this: don't make a long-term decision based on a short-term feeling.
Yeah.
So because you may feel a certain way right now, don't make that decision a long-term decision that you may regret because you felt a certain way right now, that you may be over it in 24 hours, or you may be over it for, you know, whatever the case may be.
Right.
I will say this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? My generation is different from the millennials now. And you know, one thing that I can probably take away from the millennials is that they try to think smarter, if you will, you know, with the apps and stuff like that. Great ideas, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know, I think a lot of my generation is very conservative to the point where they don't jump out there because they're afraid of failing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Whereas a millennial's like, we all in. You know what I'm saying? Like I just that's just me.
But I also think this is, and I hear what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you. I think that there is something to be said about looking at their ability to just be like, well, I'm gonna do this week, and if it don't work out, I'll struggle until I figure out the next thing, right? And I'm not saying that struggle is not part of it. Actually, struggle builds character for sure. But I also believe that when you have other people in tow, when you have a family involved, you have to think about all as it's like you go from playing when you're a millennial and you young and you don't have no family, you playing checkers. You know what I'm saying? When you get older, you playing chess. Okay. Like you gotta have strategy. You gotta have a little bit more strategy behind what you're doing and the moves you're making than when you're younger. Because when you're younger and it's just you that you're dealing with, like you can live off of ramen. You can live on somebody's couch. You know what I'm saying? But when you got kids, when you got a family to deal with, you need to do it. You need to do things in order. You need to be like, okay, honey, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to quit my job. But first, you're not going to see me much for the next couple of months because I'm going to be working on my CDL. I'm going to get my CDL.
So what's different from inspiring football player or an inspiring actress or actor? You know what I mean? Those are all sacrifices that they make. These people got families.
Yeah,
but they go months, years without seeing their kids.
But they also working. They working somewhere. I promise you that.
They may be, but you know what I'm saying, it might not be enough to pay rent, mortgage. You know what I'm saying, put food on the table, put clothes on their back every season. It may not be that. I'm just saying, like, there's always a sacrifice somewhere.
Yeah, I agree.
And that doesn't mean, even though there's a sacrifice, you're right. There's a sacrifice somewhere, but that doesn't mean there may be there isn't preparation behind it, though.
You know,
I think that's if somebody was to come to me and was like, "Yo, I want to do X, Y, and Z," if that's really my homeboy or really my homegirl, I think as a friend or as a relative or whatever, it's my responsibility to be like, "Yo, I'm not saying don't do it. Do it. When you do it, good luck. But make sure you just got your ducks in a row when you do it. That's all. I'm not saying don't do it. Cool beans. But did you, let's say if you married, somebody says, yo, I want to quit my job and I want to, jump out there in the business. Yo, go for it. What does your wife think? And my question is, what does your wife think or what does your husband think is to say, okay, just want to make sure that you've thought this completely through, that they good with it, because if it's going to take away part of your income out of that household, then, you do what you do. When you decide it doesn't matter your circumstances, because it would never be right time. You have to pay in advance for the success. Right. You do have to pay in advance for the success. It is a full price. But again, that comes with preparation, though. There's nothing wrong with failing. So long as you fail forward, you can fail.
That's right.
So long as you fail forward. If you fail and quit, well, then that's your fault.
Right. Right. I agree with that. I mean, I get it, Donnell. I'm not like leaping out on faith is very important. Like it's so important for people to be willing to. You're right. We are a very conservative group. I don't even know what the hell we call millennials. whatever they call us. But like, yeah, we probably do live a more conservative life, and our parents lived a more conservative life, right? And we happen to be in a situation now where our kids can live slightly more reckless, right? Mm-hmm. You can sit on your computer all day, and maybe you might become a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer and be able to make money doing that, right? But if you have a business plan for yourself, this gentleman who we're talking about has a business that he wants to start, and a business starts with a plan.
Yeah.
Right.
That was what he said. He wants to start his business.
A business start with a plan. It don't start with it starts with a dream, but then you got to have a plan for your business, right? Because he can get a loan. he might be able to get a loan. He might not have to go into his 401k. He might be able to get a loan for his truck and do it that way. But he needs to think about that before he jumps. And he might be able to put take out some equity on his home. He might be able to, borrow from his friends and family. There's a lot of things he can do before he like
GoFundMe.
all right. These days, people will fund you for anything. You put your damn your Cash App on TikTok. People just give you money for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like he can pay for his CDL. Like there's all kinds of ways he
that
can
is true. That is very true.
Without draining his 401k just off rip. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not so to answer your question, sir, I don't think we're not saying don't jump out there. We're not saying don't go for your shot, don't go for your CDL, don't go buy your truck, don't do it. Donnell stupid. We're not saying that. What we are saying is do it. Do it. Go for it, sir. Knock yourself out. But make sure that you got your ducks in a row to figure out, your business.
Explore your options, man.
Yeah, I mean, because again, I get it. You frustrated. You feel like you're depressed. You taking your anger and your frustration out on your son and your wife, and I'm pretty sure that makes for a pitiful home. For everybody involved. So go for yours, bro. Don't like I said earlier. That's the biggest thing that I will go back and tell myself. Don't quit, because there are things that I wish I would have finished. Back then that I did not have an opportunity to finish. So I would not want this dude to have any regrets that he didn't go for his and he stayed in this depressive ass job for another 3 to 5, 10 years, whatever it is. So, sir, go for yours. Just make sure you put your stuff in a row.
You should leave jobs every 6 years.
According to John, John is the job hoe. John jumps jobs every chance he get. What new offer? I'm out. Peace.
That's right. More money. I'm on that.
Hey, I don't blame you. You can get that money. Get that money where you can get it. Yo, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all, Millionaire Man Cave right here each and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Relationship Entertainment Television. Y'all got questions. Make sure you send your questions in to info@re-tv.net for your questions of the week. RETV Roku, download the Roku app on your the RETV app on your Roku, and then make sure y'all tune in next Tuesday right here, same place, same time. Mike, enjoy your vacation. We'll catch you next week.